What is your name and what football team do you support and why?
My name's Craig Mitch. I support Tottenham Hotspur. And I support Tottenham Hotspur because my dad supports Tottenham Hotspur and I'm from Tottenham originally. Obviously, I was born there, lived there for 4 years, moved to Wood Green, which is still in Haringey, and Tottenham's still my closest team.
Nah, that's legit. That's legit.
Legit
I respect that. It's not Man U fans. I'm Savage Dan, aka Big Dan, aka the dog. I support Chelsea. I was born into it as well. My dad supported Chelsea. I'm from West London. You either support Chelsea or QPR.
Them lies there.
What do you mean? Labrador's what's W10.
Okay.
Yeah. So yeah, like I don't know. I supported Chelsea when Chelsea was shit. So anyway, I'm allowed to live it up.
Glass days.
Before that, cause.
Oh wow.
Yeah. What's your first football memory?
I'm kind of on the spot, so I'm sure it wasn't my first, but I'm gonna roll with it as my first. And it wasn't even an actual thing that took place on the pitch. It was Euro '96, and I just remember going to J Sainsbury's, as it was called at the time. It wasn't the Sainsbury's back then, it was like J Sainsbury's or something. And we were getting excited. For the Euros, and they used to have them coin books.
Yeah.
And I went in there, and I remember getting in my first coin I got Shearer, and all my friends were trying to get Shearer, and they couldn't get Shearer. They had everyone. They had all the dead players, Gareth Southgate, everyone. Everyone wanted Shearer, and I got Shearer, and everyone was hating. They wanted to rush me for it, and I stuck it in my book. And from there, because I started, do you know what it is? I started on international football. I didn't start on club football. I was gassed on international football. And then I got into club football. Obviously, the Spurs thing was always there. My dad was always watching it in the background, but international football is what really
that,
got
England?
me in.
England?
Yeah, England.
You know what? When you said about the World Cup, I think it's the same year. It might be a little bit before that, actually. It was Chelsea-Liverpool. I don't know what year. It might be 96, maybe 95, I don't know. We was 2-0 down at half-time. And I remember being livid. And Mark Hughes came on. And we won the game 4-2. And I remember just being like, that was my first huge Chelsea moment. I remember it like it was yesterday. It was just, that was it. That was my first.
Who was you watching it with?
I don't know.
Can't remember.
It must have been my dad. It has to be my dad.
Probably.
I don't know if my mum can't watch football with me, so I don't know if she was there. Anyway, she needs to get in the kitchen, bro. Who was your first favourite player and why?
My first favourite player was actually David Ginola. So then when I came off the back of it and I started really getting into football, David Ginola was that guy. He was silky, French, had the luscious locks. He just reminded me of Lex Luger. That was one of my favourite WCW wrestlers. But long hair was the thing in the 90s, the wrestlers had it, the footballers had it. David Ginola was cold, bro. And I swear he got player of the year, I think. So he got player of the year in '97, but Spurs finished like the 10th. How you getting player of the year if the team finished like 10th? And you got Hewlett-Packard on your kit and Pony.
My first favourite footballer, it was either Zola or Di Matteo. Di Matteo scored an absolute belter FA Cup final '97 Middlesbrough. And I remember, I don't know where I ran, but I came out of my house, there was a little estate, and then there's a park. I just ran and ran. But yeah, Di Matteo
bad boy.
Was a bad boy midfielder. And Zola was just a magician, bruv. I think he scored, he scored a mad goal where he did a Cruyff turn. Man. I can't remember who it was against. It might have been Watford, it might have even been Middlesbrough. I don't know who it was against, but yeah.
He scored bare mad goals.
Bangers. He was the early doors, he was Janino.
Who was the first player you hated and why?
You know what? I haven't got too many like real pagans. I don't really feel like, do you know what it is? Right now, if I see Costa, I'll bang him up.
He looks like he can fight though.
It doesn't matter.
Bruh.
Do you know what it is? Because I love football so much, I understand the game. So when Iniesta scored, I wanted to kill him. In the 90th minute when they put us out of the Champions League, I sat down, I remember a tear came out of my eye. And I just instantly wanted to ride. But then I thought to myself, I proper rate Iniesta. I rate him.
It's hard to hate Iniesta.
If I'm honest, the person I hate the most in football was Mark Clattenburg.
Oh, I went for an official.
I'm going straight upstairs.
Is he fucked them over a lot of times?
A lot of times, man. He's penalty happy. He just got that pigeon face and it kills me, bruv. So he was my first pagan and continued to be my pagan forever.
Like Mark
That's it.
Sol Campbell. Judas. Up until that point, like I was Do you know what it is? I was a big wrestling man, innit? So football was like my second love. So wrestling was my first love, football was my second love, but I still loved it. And I loved Sol Campbell, obviously, Judas. You know, he lifted the Worthington Cup. That was my first trophy I saw us lift. We beat Leicester, gassed, you know, Ian Walker, there in goal. I remember them like yesterday holding it. I had the poster on my wall. Remember when you get the posters in the newspaper, in the middle of the newspaper?
Yeah.
Sol Campbell stuck it on the wall. Bro, and then he just did the dirty, bro. He did the dirty. And that was the first time I really felt hate for a celebrity. Up until then, I didn't hate a celebrity. Like, I don't know them. Like, you could do something to piss me off, but I don't know you.
Yeah.
But when he did that, and I just remember seeing my dad's face, like, as a black man, my dad was so disappointed. He was so, no, listen. My dad was so disappointed, bro. And I was just like, yeah. But then we got Ledley King, so then I got over it quickly.
Plays 2 matches a year, bro. Which team would you consider to be the one you have consistently hated the most in your lifetime? Easy.
Yeah, it has to be Arsenal.
Yeah, it
has to be Arsenal.
Yeah.
I mean, recent years, it's Chelsea. For obvious reasons, like the way you dismantled our title challenge against Leicester and then going up against you in a title challenge, even though we was playing catch-up, put the pressure on. But Arsenal, yeah, 100%. And do you know what the funny thing is about Arsenal? Like, obviously it's a North London derby, it's a rivalry, we're so close in proximity, yeah? But it's the fact that they migrated from the south of the river, came to our ends and were better than us. That just pissed me off, bro.
Yeah,
like, and the thing is, in my dad's lifetime, he's seen Spurs be good, winning like European trophies and just had bad boy ballers like throughout the years. Ever since I've been born, Arsenal have been on bits.
Yeah, it's true.
Hate Arsenal.
It's true. I'm gonna go with Man U. Growing up in obviously school days and that, Man U were winning a lot of these league titles and that. They had all the talk, they had all of that.
That was salty.
I didn't really care too much for Arsenal. I think there was a joke man team.
When they were winning Invincibles and stuff.
They did that once. They've won the league 3
Invincible,
times.
yeah, right,
They've done nothing. They've done nothing, man. Like, Arsenal were never really, I didn't see them as a rival. I had no reason to hate on them. I kind of want them to win a league. You know what I'm saying? Like,
they're London.
I know, but they're just so shit that I need them to win now. My natural enemy would have been QPR, but it was never really QPR. You know what I'm saying? So just when we link up and swing it out and that, but yeah, that's it.
What kind of player were you growing up?
Probably the same kind of player I am now, if I'm honest.
And what's that?
Sick baller, bro. I'm a sick baller.
What's your position?
I'm a centre mid. I'm a centre mid general.
And if you could liken yourself to any Premier League player, who would it be?
Some kind of concoction of Pogba and Kante.
So you just want the best of both?
No. Put it this way, yeah. I love to break up play. I love to put in a nasty challenge. I love it. But then I get on the ball, and guess what? There's class. There's class in me as well. You know what I mean? So I've just got a bit of both.
So would you say you're the best baller in Filthy Fellas?
100%.
By far, even better than Leo Knight?
Yeah, definitely.
Former pro?
Yeah, definitely.
It's interesting because I always class myself as a five-a-side player. So obviously I grew up on an estate, had the cage. If you grow up in an estate and you got a cage, you're a street baller. That's all it is. Like, you don't know about positions. You don't know about listening and being disciplined. It's grab the ball, take on 7 man if you can, and just bang it in that graffitied crossbar goal, like on the wall. Like, we played 4 goals, right? I don't know if you know about 4 goals. Like, we had 4 different goals, and it's everyone goes in a goal. Like, that's real.
That's Asbo football, bro.
But that's what I'm saying. Like, it didn't have rules.
4 goals,
bro. You had 4 goals, and you got to try and bang it in a goal. You get 1 touch. It's a mad thing. That's what happened on the estate, bro.
That's mad, bro.
It's real hood stuff. Crazy, but yeah, then when I got to secondary school, shout out Bishop Douglas, and I got in the secondary school team, I was so dead because I didn't have the stamina to run on a full length pitch. Like, I couldn't listen and just hold my position. I was playing right back.
Yeah.
I'd find myself left wing, drifting, like not listening. So as a 11-a-side baller, I was dead. Like, I'll be first to say I was dead. 5-a-side, 7-a-side, all of that, I love it.
Which of the Filthy Fellas do you think you'd have had beef with growing up and why?
Probably Steve-O. It's random. Me and Steve-O get along very well, but do you know what it is? Growing up, and this is when I was younger, not so much now, but see people that just always want to be the centre of attention and always want to make jokes at other people's expense to try and get LOLs off other people. That annoyed me when I was growing up. Like, there was a couple of people in my area that used to always do that stuff, and I'd be like, allow it, man. Like, why are you trying to like basically almost bully people for LOLs? Like, Steve does that all the time, bro. He comes in with his snap. Why are you wearing these today? Then when he gets the cornback, he's like, has nothing to say, bro. It'll probably be Steve.
Liam Knight. Nah, do you know what? As it happens, I'm not sure who he was growing up, but if he was anything like he is now,
Probably was. Because he hasn't grown in height.
then we would either have been Cody's
Yeah.
or beef, or it's beef.
I see what
Because
you're saying.
I was like, there was obviously Savage Dan, Big Dan, then there's one Bang Dan as well, and like
There was one
there's
Bang
a few
Dan.
others. So
Was you always like bigger than everyone as well
No.
from early? I'll use.
in fact, at one point I think, but not really. I just like a scrap, innit? I was a troublesome youth growing up.
Swear.
So, yeah, we would have definitely rubbed shoulders, whether he would have been the pagan or the friend, I don't know. But he would have been the one that I would have been like, why is this Brett being so loud, man? This
Yeah.
loud guy. But yeah, it would be him.
Which filthy fella would you most trust to have your back in a fight, and why?
It's probably between Steve-O and Leon.
Forgot about Steve-O actually.
Steve-O is from
Steve-O
East,
on
innit? He's a hammer as well, innit? So he'll be on the
Steve-O's got a
scrappers.
temper
Yeah,
as well.
he'll be on the scrapping. Yeah. Do you know what? Yeah, it'll be Steve-O.
I mean, how can you have Spartan on your hat and not be the first
Yeah,
man
it's
that
true.
backs it?
It's
really?
true. It's true.
Really?
He's a madman, innit? That's what he does. This is what he does.
And his name's Madman,
Yeah.
so Spartan Madman,
Yeah.
he has to be on it.
Yeah.
I don't know who in Filthy Fellas is on scrapping, bro. Like, I don't think, like, I would have to say you. That's what I'm saying, I'd have to say you. Like, you're a new addition, and I think if it got on top and we're all out, say we're all at a V-Fest or somewhere, Filthy Fellas group day out, yeah, and then another group of fellas start on us, I think you're going to be in with a bang straight away.
Yeah.
I'm looking across the board. I like to say Poet, because he's, like, probably my closest friend. But that lanky cheese string, he ain't. Poet's all talk. I know he's all talk, fam. Poet's gonna be calling shots from way down there, bro. So I have to say you,
Which filthy fella would you least trust to have your back in a fight, and why?
Vuj, man. But
Yeah.
only because I think Vuj is on this like yoga peace thing. He'd be like, guys, let's just meditate, hold hands, kumbaya, take off our top, and wear wallabies. Like,
Yeah.
I don't think he'll be on it, bro. Like, he'll be trying to squash it, which is good. Like, it's cool if man want to squash it, it's cool. But I think if push comes to shove, he's gonna be the last person to just throw something in there.
Vuj is on like the peace protests and all of that, but he's still Serbian, so I reckon he'll still be there before certain man. So I'm gonna go with, I don't know Ross. I don't know, and I'm gonna
Ross
guess.
might just be like, let these black guys fight.
Yeah, fuck, it's Ross. Finally, use 3 words to describe me.
Passionate dark horse. That sounds a bit weird. but I think you're the dark horse on this show, bro. People don't know what to expect from you, but I think you're gonna have a good season.
Fashion, football, women. I can just see it, man. Give me some things, man, please.
What?
Only joke, I got a thing. Yeah, man.
My guy.
My guy.
The same.
But